How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth a buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, all right? Sorry, I'm running around right now. Goodness, I got caught by that train again, and that train it always gets me. It always gets me good. I'll tell you what. But you know what? Now I have to stream at pants like some kind of amateur. But you know what? That's all right. Pants it is. What's going on, guys? What the heck is going on with AMC? I mean, you know what? It's sad because I see this and I'm like, yep, looks about right. Looks good to me. Exactly what was expected, right? And it's sad how I'm a little desensitized to some of this, but you know what? I feel very good about what's happening. I feel like we're in the right direction, and I don't even feel like this is the freaking squeeze yet. This is like movement. It's just so wild. It's so wild, honestly. Let's add to the chat really quick. Diamond Backhand was first today. What is a diamond being first? Lee, what is up? What is up? Tyrone, yes, I will. Okay, I'll be sure to check it. I'll check it. I'll check my email. Let's see. Lee is up. Lee's making money. Rafter, happy Tendy Thursday. Wowie. Olive, what is up? What is up? Alex is up. Yeah, people, guys, we're up. I mean, we're very up. I mean, it's looking mighty nice. Looking mighty nice. Gosh, it's unreal, right? Just so unreal. G Baby was up 200% since 801. Hold for millions. Love it. I wanted to buy call options, but my funds haven't settled yet. Oh my gosh, I know. I was gonna buy some $20 options yesterday, but I wasn't sure. I feel like there's gonna be a dip. Just personally, I feel like there's gonna be a dip. I wasn't sure if it was going to be today or tomorrow, especially. And the reason I think this is, you know, I think we're due for a little bit of retracement, right? It's just weird how much, well, it kind of makes sense, right? Because think about it, the apes are buying and holding, but the strength of this stock is just unbelievable. I didn't anticipate it for this to be this strong, but I think, again, I think this is normal price action. I don't think this is like the squeeze just yet. I'm curious to see what happens on, I guess it would be Tuesday. See what the numbers look like on Tuesday. I am also curious about the numbers for tomorrow to see how everything is looking. I was very, very, very pleasantly surprised to see the Ortex numbers. We'll get into the Ortex numbers and see all that stuff. It's getting wild. Somebody says Diamond says to check the $40 strikes. Did it go nuts? Oh my gosh, it did go nuts. It did go nuts. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Lee Davis, what is it? What is up? Ginger, what's up? Welcome. Diamond says, "Hey Corey, guess what day the market opens next week? Tuesday." Yes, Diamond's been calling Tuesday for forever, for freaking ever. Dog says, "Love my friends. Now they say I wish I would have bought when I told them to get in at $10. If you guys haven't seen my Twitter, this is what I posted today. A buddy of mine, he came on and he said, or he texted me this morning. He goes, "Bro, AMC's looking strong. I hate to say it, but you called it." And I did call it. I've been telling him the whole time, and he's been, you know, thinking about it. I think he got in for a little bit. I think he liked paper hands, and it's like, man, like, what if? You know, what if? Yeah, you know, and we're seeing a lot of stories show up on Reddit. I think it was Troy. Some person had a friend named Troy who did the same thing, paper hands out, and it's unfortunate. You know, I feel bad for them. Dog says, "Corey, volume has been low a couple of days." Oh yeah, my mic. So a lot of people were hearing water, so I kind of adjusted it to see if people can hear it a little bit, so that they're not hearing all that additional sounds. I do see what you mean about my mic being a little bit quiet, though. I don't know how quiet it is. I'm gonna have to test it offline later. But thank you for letting me know. Rafter almost wants to call off work tomorrow, making a longer weekend, even longer. Johnson, what's up, Captain Cash? Hopefully it runs up. Daddy needs a new house. I know. I need a new truck. I need a new car. Tesla? Maybe. So okay, let's go ahead and continue. So let's take a look over here. AMC. Oh my, it's just so nice to look at, right? It makes me feel good, all warm and fuzzy. But it's interesting. The first time this had some crazy price action, you know, I was like literally shaking. My heart was racing. I couldn't sleep. It was an unreal feeling. It felt really good, but it was an unreal feeling. And this time I'm just so calm. Like I feel like I'm much more prepared for what's going on, and I'm just ready. I'm just waiting for everything going on, for everything, just waiting for it. AMC up 35.58% on the day. In the after hours, still up 1.28%, 1.40% now, and we'll continue to follow this until the after hours closes. It's a good old GameStop. GameStop still up 4.77% on the day, and that's A-okay, no problem at all. Obviously, AMC is you know, I don't want to say catching up, but it definitely is moving pretty nicely. You know, and again, I don't think this is the squeeze, and the reason I don't is because I feel like these are going to go at the same time whenever these hedge funds start to cover, whenever these, you know, whenever they get margin called or whatever's going to end up happening. I think they'll move at the same time. And so the fact that AMC is moving and GameStop isn't moving is very interesting to me, because I'm wondering if it's the shorts, if they just let off the shorting for a little bit. And this is what happens whenever this many people have this kind of sentiment toward the stock, and they're buying and holding. They're not letting go of their stock. As you can see, look at this. Look at these huge orders right here. Stock is still moving. And today, guys, it hit $29.76. It almost hit $30 today. I mean, let me go put this on the 1 day, by the way. There we go. This is so we can see, because I don't want you guys to look at this and say, oh, okay, well, it only goes up. You know what I mean? No, like, and again, I feel like the price action, even then, is still a little, I hate to say it, but it's a little too nice. And that's why, you know, I'm just tempering my expectations just in case we get a harsh retracement. I'm ready for it, you know. And granted, you know, this is actually not too bad, right? From 29 back down to 25. So not too bad, but not something, you know, I'm definitely expecting something a lot crazier in the very near future. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it retraced back down to, you know, 23 bucks or something. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it came down around here. Another thing that I want to say is I decided I am going to liquidate some of my other positions. I do have more long-term positions that I just was kind of, you know, just in and just kind of hanging out. But you know what? After seeing these Ortex numbers, I am going to be adding to my position pretty heavily. I don't know. I'll have to do I'm still like kind of liquidating and all this stuff. So, and you know, I was at work, so I really couldn't do it. But my goal is to liquidate. I'm looking for a dip tomorrow, especially with these. Remember, if you were on the last stream, or maybe 2 streams ago, we talked about the FUD comments, right? The fear, uncertainty, doubt comments that were on somebody's YouTube channel, talking about Friday is the end of the squeeze. Friday's the end of the squeeze, and it's like, what? Like, they haven't even started covering it. How is that the end of the squeeze? So I'm wondering if something is going to happen on Friday, and I worry that the new apes have stop losses, right? I think, and again, just it may not happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but I think it's very possible that they're going to try to trigger some stop losses, especially if these new apes are in something like Robinhood, where all of their trades are being sold to Citadel or these, you know, bigger hedge funds. Then it's very possible that the stock is going to tumble. It's very possible that it's gonna trigger. Remember, they don't need it to make it fall all the way to 20 bucks or, you know, 23 bucks, anything like that. They just need to get it to the place where it will trigger a chain reaction of stop losses. That's all they need to do, and the rest will be done for them with people with stop losses. So just keep that in mind, that it's very, very possible. Personally, I have no stop losses. It's not worth it to me. This is going to be very volatile, and if I would have gotten exited from, you know, 29 to 25 or, you know, in some way, then I would have been very, very, very upset. I would have just been so mad. I guess it wouldn't have been so bad because, you know, I could have bought back in, but I mean, what if it dipped? What if there's a random dip and then now you're out of the position, you sold out at, you know, 25 and now it's at 35 or 40 and now you have to try to buy back in. It's like, well, dang, that sucks. I don't like it. I have price alerts. Actually, I need to set new price alerts because it's just, I don't have any new price alerts up here, but I'm gonna have to just set them. But yes, I will be adding to my position. Or by liquidating, I guess. So we talked about these two. Awesome. Let's catch up. Dylan says the question isn't is it going to squeeze? It's who's going to squeeze harder, GME or AMC? And you know, I think that's at this point, I think we're kind of like in, right? I think most people are settled. I'm settled in AMC. We have people in here who are settled in I'm more in AMC than GameStop. I'm very much more in AMC than GameStop. But I am in GameStop, and honestly, I'm hoping GameStop goes to, you know, $1 million a share or whatever the heck they're predicting these days. You know, we've seen some of the DD that's come out, and GameStop maybe GameStop will squeeze higher. They're starting much higher, and they seem to be potentially more heavily shorted. Potentially, I mean, we'll have to see who holds and what the numbers end up being. Right? Remember, it's there's a lot of different factors that go into it, and I'll tell you what, if AMC were to surpass GameStop and you know go even higher than GameStop ever goes, then, you know, that's cool. If GameStop goes higher and stuff like that, you know, I'm that's great. I'm happy for everyone. I win either way, right? I think the most important thing here is apes together strong. I saw another post on Superstonk where people are, you know, they're like, oh, everyone's trying to make a switch to AMC. We know it's a trick. And you know, I don't know. So I think just, you know, hold your well, if you want to hold your positions, if you want to stay in your stock, stay in your stock. I don't like to chase, but I'm happy with my positions. AMC positive in after hours. Yeah, it's still going, right? 2% up. Sandra, welcome. Sandra says, hi, everyone. New here and excited. I've been diamond hands with Mavis. Wow, Microvision, I love it. And been in AMC for about a month, and I'm loving it. Yeah, Sandra, welcome. I think you came to the right place. Yeah, a lot of us like Mavis, we like Sensionics, we like a lot of these plays, talking about them all the time. So welcome to the community. Let's see. My brother's boss sold 1,000 shares last week. Done. Dang. Can you imagine selling all your... Oh my gosh. Heck no. Tendinitis. Diane, I love that. Condition going around, people not going to work tomorrow. Oh. Hollis says, Corey, I feel sick to my stomach today. That lost thousands of gain from... Oh yeah. Here's the deal. You can't, and that's what's hard, right? That's why I don't like to look at my stock. I don't look at my total number for this exact reason. So, Corey, I feel sick to my stomach today. That loss of thousands. So whenever it dropped from $29 to $26, you lost thousands, right? But that it's almost the wrong way to think about it, right? And that's why I don't look at, because you how much did you gain before that, right? You know, we were at $10, we're at $26. You're up a lot, and yeah, you're down a little bit, but you know what? You're up in the 5-day mark, right? So that's why, in that exact reason, you know, is why I don't look at my positions. I don't want to look at the total amount of money I've unrealized, my unrealized gains, and it's super big, and then it has a little dip for $4 or whatever whenever we're up, you know, $20 or whatever we're up, or $20, you know, what are we up? I don't know, $14 or whatever we want to say, $16, whatever you want to say. So yeah, that's why I don't look at my positions. It's just don't look at the total number. I look at what the stock is doing, and I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling good. And you know, looking at it also, it's like, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to sell because you're down a couple thousand? Like, it's not over, or I don't think it's over. You know, I don't know if you think it's over, but yeah. So I know what you mean though. It doesn't feel too good. Did Citadel sell their shares today? I'm not too sure. I don't think they sold anything. Well, they may not have filed, but I guess we can take a look. Let's get logged in. Also get logged into Ortex 2 real quick. Okay. AMC. That 35% just feels good, you know? Owners, institutional owners. Let's see what we have going on. Oh my gosh, these people are buying here still? Look at all these. Oh my gosh, what? This person bought 9 million shares? I like it. Let's see if we see anything Citadel. Citadel Advisors. Okay, so no news just yet, right? Even then, you know, 700,000 shares. I mean, here's the deal. Let's put this into perspective, right? Let's call it a million. There was 702 million in volume today. So, dang. Josh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Josh loves the podcast, the live stream. I feel like we haven't seen the move on GME. That was on AMC. Soon we will. Yeah, here's the deal. I feel like GameStop is gonna have its time. Okay, right now, I think this might just be price action. AMC, like I said, I think they're letting off on the shorts just a little bit, and yeah. Position never works. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Okay. Alexi says, brother, I need some help. I lost my Robinhood password. I have 5 days waiting to someone to email, no answer. My friend, I would figure out some other way to get in contact with them, send them another email, do something else, because yeah, see if there's a call. I think I got an email that they have a new system where you can call. I don't know. I obviously didn't really read it since I'm not in there anymore, but I would try again. You're gonna have to really try before something goes crazy, because over there I think it's gonna be a madhouse. It's gonna be a freaking madhouse. So I'd call sooner than later. I would try to get someone on the phone. Call in the very early morning, as soon as you think they might open. But yes, this is one of their issues, right? This was addressed in the congressional hearings. How, you know, that person, that poor kid that, you know, he committed suicide. He tried calling, like he tried to reach out, he tried to call, he tried to do this. One of the guys, some savage, one of the representatives, he was asking Vlad. He said, hey, you know, what if we need to call? And, you know, and Vlad says, oh yeah, we have an automated phone number where you can call and someone will pick up. And the guy says, oh, this phone number? And he like calls it, he puts it on the mic so everyone can hear, and it's like an automated thing, and it just hangs up on you. It says send us an email, and then it just hangs up on you. No one answers. And he was like, oh, so that's the system. And so that poor kid, he tried, I think for like, you know, a day to reach out. He couldn't reach out to anybody. He couldn't find anybody. You know, it's so unfortunate. Like, you know, emails, they take some time, and yeah, we'll have to see. Glad I've been holding since January. Yeah. There were some millionaires made today on AMC. Yeah. It's crazy to think, right? It's crazy to think people are becoming millionaires right now. I wonder where Trey's at, actually. I wonder where his call options are. I wonder if he made, you know, $1 million today. Okay, okay. Well, let's not spam, but I appreciate you letting us know 003 was approved. Oh, okay, so G-Baby says that's not an approval. Please read the actual document all the way to the end. It's not an approval. It's public notice and a solicitation for comments. I think I have an eyelash that is... Okay, I think I got it. Nope, I did not. There's something flying around my eye. People are up, people are up, people doing good things today. Awesome. Let's take a look at some other stuff. Looking at Doge, and you know, I'm watching crypto as these stocks have some price action. And it's very interesting, and I think it's pretty cool that they're moving independently of each other. For example, Doge, you know, obviously down a little bit, especially let's look at the 1 month, and we can see how it had its you know run. This is whenever it hit 73 cents, and it has been falling. Right, this right here was the super random fall, and that's whenever we saw the CNBC news you know news segment where they said that one of the reasons, you know, there was the energy issue, and on top of that, they said that they may be liquidating to cover margin calls, right? And now, still kind of consolidating. I feel like we may have bounced. I don't know if Doge is going to go under. I suppose we could get like a random dip under 30 cents, but I feel like 30 cents, as long as nothing crazy happens, I feel like 30 cents is probably going to be pretty solid for Doge. Bitcoin, let's look at Bitcoin on the 1 month and see how it's been doing. So similar, actually kind of similar kind of price action, right? Kind of tumbling. I don't think, this one I definitely don't think is going to fall under like 30,000, but I suppose the equivalent of that would probably be around, you know, 35,000. I don't see it really falling too much lower. We'll have to see though. We're really gonna have to see. As you guys know, I love seeing who the tops of the days are, top gainers of the day during the 1 day, and see if there's anything that we recognize. AMC, just it gets me so excited, guys. I mean, you have no idea. Well, I guess you do have an idea, huh? Because we're like, you like AMC, I like AMC. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Anything else? Anything else? Nikola. Okay, I haven't seen Nikola in a while. Oh, what are they doing? Gosh, look at this. It's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty. Okay, so yes, let's take a look at a few other things. So we were looking at that. Let's take a look at sure, we'll look at Ortex first. I also want to take a look at, there's a lot of stuff I want to take a look at. So Ortex, looking at the Ortex numbers, I mean, it's still like, this was the part that I was most excited about, is that not only, I think they borrowed more shares. On top of everything going on top of the stock going up, they borrowed more shares to try and short. Meaning that they haven't started covering, they haven't, and keep in mind this is T+2, so this is 2 days old, but still this is from, let me show you where this is from, 2 days old. This is from here, whenever it started moving, right? We went from, oh wait, where do we go from? You know, 13 to, oh yeah, we call it 13 to 17, right? Through this price action right here, there was nothing happened. No covering. Tomorrow we'll see this information, and then Tuesday we'll see this information. Now Tuesday is what I'm really curious to see, because as you can see, this is fantastic price action. This is fantastic price action, but this is crazy price action. And so we're going to see what happened here. But look at the retracement. Look how strong the retracement is, right? We can drop a Fibonacci real quick. Sure, why not? Yeah, like that. Fibonacci, look at this. 38.2% retracement, basically. Like, look at this level of support over here. I mean, gosh, so nice. Just such a healthy retracement. I've seen ones at 50 and 61 that they continue to run after that, you know, and those are the kind of retracements that I'm ready for. I'm ready for some kind of 60% retracement on this stock. You know, I'm ready for it. It's very possible that we'll see some kind of movement that is just aggressive, I'll say, you know, a very harsh retracement, and that's where diamond hands are made, right? And that's why I think it's so important to educate the new apes that are coming in, these new retail investors that are flooding in, because those people flooding in, I think that they need to understand what may happen, what might happen, right? There's a lot of stuff that could happen. A whole lot of stuff that could happen. Retro, what is up, Retro? 88, my brother was born in 88. All right. So good stuff. I'm gonna leave this up. All right, maybe I'll just draw a level of I kind of like this as like a level of support right here. I like that a lot. You see, we have the touch points, right? We have this one, so we have like, we'll kind of count this one: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I really like this. As you can see, it continues to bounce here, right? 25.20 just bounces, and this is fantastic. You can see we've already tested 29 3 times. We've tested it right here, right? Rejected, but I think once we break through 30, breaking through 30 is going to give us another. Where was 20? 20 being around here, and look what happened whenever we broke 20, right? We broke 20, great movement, small retracement, great, solid movement. Gosh, from 20 to basically 30, right? A little bit of struggle around here, around 22, 23, and then look how clean this is. These are the 5-minute candles. This isn't even some crazy, harsh candles or anything like that. These are solid candles. It's unreal. It's fantastic. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. So, and yes, and these numbers didn't even change. It's so incredible. Let's look at Twitter or Text, and you can see what they. I have really been appreciating these guys tweeting so much. I'm sure they've loved tweeting so much. I'm sure they're getting a lot of business from what is happening. And so that's supposed to be a $. Huge losses, and so this one is interesting because you can see with all of these. Okay, we'll just open it really quick. AMC, GameStop, Tesla. I think it's Bed Bath & Beyond, or is this is Bed Bath & Beyond, right? Oh, Beyond Meat. Okay, Beyond Meat. BBY, I think, is BBBY, something like that is Bed Bath & Beyond. So this is Beyond Meat, Space, and Airbnb. Yeah, Airbnb. Ortex estimates losses in these 6 highly shorted companies are 1.9 billion for today. 1.9 billion for today alone, and 5.5 billion for the week so far. It's Thursday. There's still one more day to go. Ridiculous. And then this is actually very interesting, right? Because you can see this is so far this week, on GameStop alone, short sellers have lost $1 billion in GameStop alone. $1 billion in GameStop alone. In Space, 5.13 or 513 million. There it is. Beyond Meat. Yeah, and Beyond Meat. Wait, what is this one different? Okay, 554 million. AMC. Oh, okay, this is the typo then. So it should be $1.3 billion, not euro. Or pound? Euro? Yeah. What was this? So, man, thank you guys for subscribing. I appreciate it. Heavily shorted stocks performed. In the lead, loss up. Okay, up 125% on the week. Here we go. Short interest update. AMC hits its highest price since early, guys. And yes, we are. And just so you know, we're at a new high since January. And let's look at the max over here, right? 33.51 was the all-time high. Once we break this 33, I'll call it 33, and we hold over 33, we're in actually complete uncharted territory, right? Completely uncharted territory with everything. Look at this. Look at these candles. This is disgusting. These are the 1 month candles. So, man, oh man, guys, $1.90. This is when I got in right here. $1.91. I got lucky. I just so happened to time the bottom, but very, very lucky. Gosh. Unreal. All right, let's put this back before I lose my mind. And so this is what I wanted to show you guys. Like, look, the short interest continues to rise, however, meaning these it's unreal. It's just all of this 130 million, like it's unreal, guys. Everything that's going on, it's so perfect. It's picture perfect. Everything that the apes seem to be holding, the they're not even covering yet. This is even better than I even anticipated, right? Because they're not even covering yet, and we're starting here. We're starting even higher than I was anticipating we would start at, right? Personally, I thought that they were going to try to short the stock or I thought there was going to be a day, 2 days, maybe a week of short ladder attacks to try and scare apes or trigger stop losses around $10. They would try to bring it down as close as they could to $5. I thought we might hit $6 or $7, and then they would start to cover from 6 or 7. But as we can see, that's not the case, right? These guys that's not even the case here. It's ridiculous. Everything going on. It's ridiculous. Everything going on. Like, it's wild. Let's see. Corey, can you go over? Okay, so okay? So I don't know anything about. Well, I'm sure I know about 003. So let's go to. Okay, let's go to the DTCC filings, and let's see what's going on over here. Now, I don't know which 003 passed. If you know anything about these, you know that there's DTCC, NSCC, OCC, and I'm sure there's probably one more or two more. There's more out there, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to go to reddit.com, and I'm going to search for 2021 003. That should show up. Here we go. Okay, so update, and let's see how long ago. This is 1 hour ago. The one that was needed. This is 801. Oh, I remember this. No way. Is this? Hold on. Let me see if this is right. Okay. So is this one conclusion? Does not object. Okay, awesome. Is authorized to implement. Okay, so yeah, this one seems authorized to implement. Here's some good DD on. Oh, is this the one that I love? The chart. Not the one that I love, because I like the one with the that was a what is it called? Like a table. There was one that was a table that was really good. So let's take a look and see if we can find OCC. That's not a O. OCC 2021 003. All right. Okay. Increased persistent minimum skin in the game. Waterfall pending. This is pending still. I'm not sure if this has just been updated yet, but the market makers, or the market makers, are going to give us some more money in case you mess things up with options later and you owe more than you than blah blah blah. So let's see here. Advance notice, yeah. And I believe with the advance notice, with one of the other rules that was filed, whenever they give advance notice, it basically is. I thought it became effective, but it looks like file effective no later than 5/31, I guess, unless further opposition is filed. So we'll wait to see that one. But this isn't something that. And then here's OCC 801. Okay, so I don't know if this one's the one I'm super excited about. I mean, I'm sure it's good, but it doesn't seem like to be the end all be all. The end all be all. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously very good, but we're still waiting for. It looks like we're waiting for DTC 801, stuff like that. So, this is a month ago. Yeah. So, anyways, now we can see what's going on. But this is the one that I was hoping. This is not as exciting, but gonna give us more money. This is basically making sure you have the money to cover or whatever, which I don't think they have the money to cover. All right, let's go and continue. We were looking at Ortex. Let me catch up on the chat just a little bit. How many shares of AMC do you have, Corey? I have over. Oh, Pauline, what's up? I have over I don't know how many total. I know I have over 1,000. I'm not sure if I have close to 2,000 or if I'm far away from 2,000. But where I have most of my stuff was options. I bought options around, at that 191. I bought a bunch of options, a bunch of contracts, a lot of contracts. And so I'm sitting very, very, very pretty right now, and I'm feeling good about it. Hey, see you, Diamond. I don't know if you're not feeling well, but I hope you feel okay, my friend. Here's the deal. Yeah, it does feel good. I see someone saying it feels good to be up on AMC. It does feel good, right? It feels good. And again, I just want everyone to temper their expectations in case there's a dip. Just understand that's expected. That is normal. That is anticipated. Very, very it's okay. It's perfectly fine. That is exactly what may happen. Okay. Caden says tomorrow I think there will be a sell-off. I'm not sure if it'll be a true sell-off. I think that they are going to try to shake. They're gonna shake the tree, try to get the monkeys out, and they're going to shake the paper hands. Right? It's a shakedown, just a good old shakedown. And I think they are going to try to make these trigger stop losses. I think they're going to try to scare people out of their positions. I think they're going to try to do as much as they possibly can in order to get out. Yeah, it's so funny because I obviously I've been streaming for a while, but people don't know that I've been in AMC for freaking ever, like since before all of this. I believed in it this whole time before they were bailed out of bankruptcy or whatever, or before that was going to be close. But you think will be some kind of retracement of Red Day tomorrow? Yes, Ruben. I personally do. I think it's coming, whether it's tomorrow or Tuesday. Realistically, I think it's most likely to be tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. But maybe Tuesday in the after hours, we'll see some nuts, some just wild price action. Let's see what else I had. I think I had something else that I wanted to bring up. We're in the chat. How about a $40 call option for the 6/18 expiration date? Dave, that is a very, very, very common date in Strike, right? There are 193,000 contracts that are at $40 strike for the June 18th expiration. So a lot of people think that this is going to be perfect. I do have a few here. I do also have a few in September for I think the 23 strike. It's just it's good stuff. It's very, very good stuff. And actually, I am going to double down, or not double down, but I'm going to be purchasing. I'm not sure if I'll buy a few options, a few shares. I am liquidating the rest of my positions in order to get in there, especially and the reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to wait until today for two reasons. Well, I think I'm waiting until tomorrow because I want to see if there's going to be a retracement. I want to get as low as possible, and I want to see these numbers. Now, these Ortex numbers aren't the end all be all, but I feel like they are an okay level of an okay way to see the numbers, right? Keep in mind this is 85% of the numbers out there or whatever. They're not representative of 100% of the market, but and I'm keeping in mind that the hedge fund Citadel, you guys have to know, right? Like they have people in Reddit, in the subreddits, like all over this place, just kind of trying to figure out what we're going to do, what we're doing, what we're looking at, to try and figure out how to exit, right? And I don't blame them. Can you blame them? And they know that we're looking at Ortex. If there's any way for them to fudge the numbers or trick anything on Ortex, then they're going to try to do it. They are going to try to trick these numbers. And if they're able to trick the numbers, then, I don't want everyone to be all, oh, Ortex says it's done, it's over with, yada, yada. I don't want anyone to think that because that may not be the case. Now, and again, this is not any kind of, advice, no financial advice, obviously. It's just kind of like my personal strategy. I'm just sharing it with you. And I just want to let you know what I think. And, if you agree, cool. If you disagree, no problem. No problem at all. I love to hear differing opinions and all that good stuff, respectfully. Let me get a little sip of water. Quiz, that is a great question. Okay, so is it too late to buy? So in my personal opinion, I'm going to make a video about this tonight. I'm also going to make a video of, and I don't know. Well, I guess I'll ask you guys a question like in a second, but I personally am going to be adding to my position at this price. I am. And it's because I feel like, and the reason is because I've looked at the numbers and they all look good to me. This looks like regular price action. This doesn't look like covering price action like they've been covering, especially these two, right? And this is the information we have. We have this information. We have this information right here today. Tomorrow is going to be this information, and then Tuesday we'll see this information here. I'm extremely curious about this information. But even then, I feel like this isn't the end. This is just like, if anything, this is the very, very, very beginning of possibly the squeeze. But yes, so that's how I feel. And personally, I will be adding to my position. Can the hedge funds weasel their way out of this with payoffs? Let me see. All right, so good question. Can they weasel their way out? I personally never say never, right? Never say never. Oh, by the way, before I go to that one, yeah, I saw someone here. They said they were adding to their positions or whatever, and they said this is a discount. And excuse me, yeah, I mean, what do you think the stocks are going to go to? You think the stocks are going to go to 100,000, 10,000? Man, excuse me, 10,000, a million? I don't know, whatever you think the stocks are going to go to. If and people were asking me yesterday. They're like, Corey, I don't know, $20 is a little high. Like, what should I even buy in at $20? Should I wait for a dip at 15? And look at them now. If they waited for a dip at 15, they're at 26 now. What are they going to do now? Are they going to wait? They're like, oh, it's probably going to come down. Or, are they going to say, oh, well, that's it. It's done for. It's over with. Well, not sure about that. And so people, they're waiting, and I'll never forget. I told the story I think yesterday. I was playing Valorant. I was talking to people, and there were apes in the voice chat, and my team, and I was talking about GameStop. I was like, man, GameStop went from $40 to $80 like today. I was like, I can't believe it. It's like, and they're like, oh, you're gonna buy in? I said, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's gonna go up. They said, well, did you think it would go to 80? And I said, they just shut me up right there. And I was like, you know what? Dang. And who'd have thought? So yeah, share that data with us. Who'd have thought, right? And so that's what I'll say. Now, can the hedge funds find a way out? I think they're looking for a way out. I think they've been looking for a way out. But I think in all their searching, they got caught holding the shares, holding the bag, basically, right? And now what are they going to do? They should have, in my personal opinion, they probably should have covered at $5. And then it might have been easier for them, right? Before all the DD, before the information came out, before everyone was kind of educated on what's going on, they missed their opportunity. Whether it's greed or, and realistically, here's the deal: are hedge funds dumb? I don't think they're dumb. I don't think they're dumb. They haven't made all this money by making dumb plays, by not they pay. Remember, they pay for, like, especially these big ones like Citadel. I'm sure they have direct I don't want to say a co-op, but like a direct correlation or direct partnership, whatever it would be, with like Harvard, Ivy League schools, right? Where they just say, hey, these are our top of our class. Here you go. And, you know, they know each other, tight knit, or whatever it would be, right? I'm sure there's a lot of that going on. And I feel like that these guys are smart, right? These guys are smart. Now, just because you're smart doesn't mean you're not greedy. And greed can drive a lot of things. They were at $5, and maybe they were thinking, okay, we're good, it's going to keep dropping, these guys are going to get out. And then it started going up to 6, 8, 10, and then, you know, up and down, all but in an upward direction. And that's why I think they're stuck. I think they're stuck, and they're not going to be able to do it. And maybe they'll drive the price down as far as possible. I mean, for all I know, maybe they'll drive it down to 15, and then they'll start covering at 15, right? They'll go for a last hurrah, try to start covering at 15. Even then, if it starts at 15, that's a higher prediction than I had. And I thought if it started from like 10, for example, it would go to 100. So right now, I mean, and again, this is just my own personal predictions, just based on I don't want to say arbitrary numbers, but rough numbers that I feel like are educated guesses. So that's where I think they're going to go, and I do think they're stuck. And so I am planning on releasing a few videos tonight. I want to release a video. Is it too late to buy? I wrote these down. Is it too late to buy? I do want to address, can the hedge funds, you know, find a way out? And I kind of want to make a video to kind of make a video. I kind of want to make a video to let people know there may be a dip. There may be a like an upcoming dip, and just to let people know, hey, like, do not freak out. Like, you know, just know what's going on, be ready for it, mentally prepare for it. And I think that's a video I want to make. I am scared that I'm gonna, you know, people are going to think that I'm causing FUD or something like that. Does anyone have an opinion on that? Like, if I make a video like called like beware of the upcoming dip, or there may be a dip at AMC, like, I don't know. Like, I just don't want to scare people. You know what I mean? And so let me know what you guys think about that. Let's go bow hunt. Subbed and racked the bell. Nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. I see everybody subscribing. Obviously it's flashing on the screen. I appreciate everybody subscribing, and welcome. You know, if you new to what's going on, if you're new to what's going on with the squeeze and AMC, you come to the right place. I've been in it since before it happened in January. I think it was in late December, very early January. So I've been in it the whole time, learning, educating myself, talking about it on the channel. So welcome. If you guys are liking the content, I usually don't ask this, but you know, a lot of people are trying to find videos and yada yada. With the YouTube algorithm, if you hit the like button, it'll help more people find it. And I think they need you know, they may need some guidance to know that what's going on, so they understand that, you know, now, in my opinion, I'm going to be holding. I think it's the time to hold so the stock can just go to the freaking moon. And so, yeah, I just want to put that out there. But, you know, whatever you'd like, if you want to see, you know, content about this, you know, make sure you subscribe. You guys know the dealio. Yeah, and right, I completely agree with right here, right? And I see a lot of people saying it, right? Greed, I see arrogance. Greed sometimes equals idiocracy. And that's a great point, right? And now, you know, while they may be numbers people, right? They're statistics and all that good stuff. Greed is hard. Greed clouds the judgment, right? Greed causes diamond hands. Right, and so they're diamond hands whenever they probably should have been paper hands. But you know what? I'm not complaining, because it's really going to pay in my favor, or in anybody's holding favor, right? So yeah, it's yeah. Marissa says this is going way past 100, and I think it is going way past 100, right? I think it freaking is going way past 100. Discord is free. Yeah, you can hop in there. There are some rooms that are going to be, you know, like, yes, you can totally participate in the Discord for free. There are some rooms that are like, if you want to join the Patreon, or if you want to become a member, there's some rooms where I'm going to be like more active in and just talking about stuff. But absolutely no need to do either of those. You can just join the Discord and hang out. Okay, don't do. Okay, so that's off the list. I see it right here, off the list. The apes have spoken. No dip video, just those 2 videos. And that's why I ask. You know, I don't want anyone to to FUD. I thought it was a little fuddy, but so no problem. Ooh, I like dips are part of the journey. I do like that one though. Dips are part of the journey. Maybe I'll mention that whenever I'm talking about is it too late to buy and stuff like that. Yeah. Maybe I won't make a standalone video, but I'll just briefly mention it. Say hey, there might be a dip, just in passing, just so people don't freak out. But good verbiage. Thank you, Lurking. Yeah, people see it as FUD. All right. I appreciate it. I appreciate the honest. And this is why I ask you guys, you know, we just keep it, as the kids say, we keep it 100 around here. Yeah, I got you. Let me pin this Discord for you guys. Oh, an update. All right. Discord. Yeah, so someone said they you know liquidated some of their positions, and they totally regret it. They didn't think it was going to break 20, but you know, and that's the thing. A lot of people don't think it can break, right? You don't know how high it can go, and that's why I think that whenever people fully understand how high it can go, whenever people finally fully understand that this stock is like that they need to purchase the shares, that the apes will determine the price. Whenever people finally understand that is when people are going to understand it, you know. And I think as it goes higher, people are going to say, holy smokes, like it really is. As long as the apes hold, as long as I hold my shares, the stock just keeps going up. This stock keeps going up, and it's wild. It is so wild. I'm getting the link to the Discord right now. Let me get that put in here. Adam says, what are your opinion on $20 AMC call that expires tomorrow? Tomorrow, I think those could be pretty dang good. The only thing is, so those could be pretty dang good. My only concern is like if there is, so again, you know, my theory of that they may be trying to cause a stop loss drop tomorrow. There could be that, so I'd just be a little bit weary with that. If you're trying to buy it and you're already in the money, it'll probably be okay. But you know, just, I mean, that's just my theory. But good stuff. All right, super chat. Oh, that was Adam's super chat. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Thank you, Adam, for the super chat. So yeah, the $20 call that expires tomorrow is obviously, if you've already purchased it, if you're holding it, you know, you're probably doing pretty good. I just probably watch the price action, maybe set an alert in case it starts to drop, you know, have a floor, right? Have a mini floor. You could have a floor of, depending on what your break even price is. If you have a floor at, you know, 23 bucks or something, it looks like it's going to drop, and you're scared. You just want to take a little bit of profit. That's fine. And then you can buy shares. You can buy another contract. But you know, just kind of have a little plan. Say, okay, if it drops here, and realistically, right, I think that if it drops under 25, that might be I feel like the level of support is 25, right? 25.20. So if it drops over 25, under 25.20, maybe you won't like it so much, and maybe you know, that at that point we don't really have anything to go off of, right? We don't have any levels of support or resistance. It's just kind of it might free fall back down here to 23 bucks, right? And maybe if it holds 23, maybe it'll recover. But just, you know, there's a lot of different ways it can go, and just knowing these levels of support and resistance can really help go a long way. Oh yeah, this is Webull. I'll also put a, can I put this one? Let's see. Yeah, this is Webull. Oh, I don't have a link right now. Oh, there should be a link in the description. In the description of the video, there's a link. It is an affiliate link. I think I get 2 free stocks. You get a free stock. No, you get 2 free stocks. I get 1 free stock if you use the link and deposit 100 bucks. So yeah. Discord is in the pinned and stuff. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Everyone is downplaying AMC so hard. Yeah, there was a there was a post where they said like, well, it was for GameStop actually. It was a CNBC, I think it was, and they said GameStop still down 50% from its all-time high, instead of saying GameStop is up, you know, 100% from, or whatever it's up like in the past few days, right? Like, it's just so ridiculous how they or what is it up at? 1 month, 208. Yeah, it's just so ridiculous how up 50% or whatever it's up. It's so silly how what these guys say, right? How these guys do their stuff. Oh wait, that's the wrong stock. GameStop. Yes, from like, instead of saying this, they say, oh, it's still down 50%. No, it's not down, it's up. It's freaking up. And this is just the beginning of in my opinion, just the beginning. Based on the numbers too, right? It's just the beginning. Holy cow. Well, I want to know about how profitable options can be. Options can be extremely powerful. So powerful. You can leverage your money. You know, instead of, if it goes up 100%, there's potential. I had a stock go up 20% and I was up 114%, right? Instead of just being up 20%, I was up 114% because of the power of leveraging those options. I do have a video on trading options in Webull. It'll apply to other brokerages, but the fundamentals are there. I highly recommend taking a look at it. People seem to really like it. So yeah. Adam says, would I be better off exercising it or taking profit? I'm confused about that. So there are 2 options, right? You can either exercise the contract and you can purchase the shares. It'll tell you how much you'll pay for them. Or number 2, you can sell the contract and then you can just buy the shares. I mean, it's whatever you want to do. But I think if you exercise it and you purchase the shares through your contract, then you can, I think you don't lose like your premium. I think it was something like that. Diamond with the super chat. Thank you, Diamond. I missed it. Yeah, big resistance. Yeah, big resistance, and you know, support also. Don't forget, this is support also on AMC. You know, it's a resistance, but it's support right now, right? In its current state. Oh, whoops. Right here. Its current state, support, but yes. It can go to 100K if everyone holds. I mean, the sky is the limit. That's what I say. Dale says, been listening to streamers like you and Trey since January. I feel like you guys help boost my confidence to these diamond hands strong. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Hey, no problem, Dale. And you know, that's why I do it. Like, I know people have different flavors and people love Trey. I love freaking Trey. I know Trey's a little too hyped up for some people. I feel like Trey, you know, and some people feel like he's long-winded. His videos are very long. I try to keep mine a little more short, succinct. But Trey has, you know, that DD that is great. He has a lot of knowledge, especially for someone who hasn't traded that long. And he has a big platform where he can get people like Adam Aaron. Even though people didn't like it, he was able to get the Wolf of Wall Street. I bet you I couldn't even reach out to the Wolf of Wall Street if I wanted to. So it's pretty cool. JH says, anyone buying more? I am. I'm buying more. I liquidated my other positions, and I'm going to be adding more. And this is what I'm going to do. You do what you like to do, but I will be adding more positions. At this price, yes, at this price. I'll be adding it tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know what I add, by the way. What's up, Hugh? HCX23 says, no way out for the hedgies. Trust me on that. Not financial advice. There we go. You heard it here first. I'll do bullish call options. All right. All right. It looks like there's a confusion, some confusion in the chat. So let me help you out over here. Whenever you're shilling, this is how you spell it. It's YOU''R means you are, and then YOUR means you're, like, you're a pain. You are, so there's you are shilling, you are, and then you're like you and yours. So just so you guys know, whenever you're shilling in the chat, I just want you to have proper grammar, please. Now y'all says, please trust the process. Thank you. Now okay, so okay, here we go. And I respect the respectfulness, right? So this person is saying you still can't provide any type of argument how AMC can realistically reach 100K. You guys are dependent on paper hands not selling. Oh gosh, I lost it. Where did we go? Come on. Okay, here it is. You guys can provide. You guys are dependent on paper hands to sell and hedges to buy, so we can cover again. No, that doesn't make any sense. No, you see. Okay, so it seems like this person is just misinformed. So, you guys are dependent on paper hands to sell and hedges to buy. You see, this person doesn't understand what's happening. So no, it's not about the hedges to buy. And so yes, so the hedges are going to be forced to cover, right? And if you don't know that they're going to be forced to cover, I mean, I don't know. I can explain it to you, right? I left my crayons in the car, but the hedgies, right? They put themselves in a terrible position, and we can see it. Look at the numbers. Look at how many share. Look at the flow. How many shares are short. Look at everything that's going on, right? You can tell that. Well, and again, it is a little more theoretical, but you can see that it's very, very, very likely there's been naked shorting going on, and these guys are short more than the flow. So with that being said, yes, they're gonna have to purchase all the shares, and if the apes don't sell, then they can't buy their shares back. And if the apes continue to hold, that stock goes up until there's an agreed upon price. And if there's not an agreed upon price, then you're done for. Like, they're done for, right? They're gonna have to, like, if no one agrees to sell it, then it's going to go up, right? The apes are holding on. The apes are holding strong. The apes are holding very, very strong. I think a critical level of resistance is going to be $100, because I feel like a lot of people are going to have that same kind of mentality, right? And it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy whenever Apes don't understand the DD, these new apes especially, and they get out. They're like, $100. This is a nice round even number. I'm out of here. And that's what I'm afraid is going to happen. I, you know, people need to be aware of the DD. And you know, if you're not fully informed, please don't spread the FUD of the incorrect information, right? Of the misinformation of what's happening, right? The misinformation is not helpful for anything, right? Why did this happen? It's the misinformation is not helpful. So just be sure you're thinking before you speak. Not financial advice, by the way. Thank you, guys. Joe says, can someone explain what is expiring tomorrow and what does that mean? Joe, hey, welcome. Yes, I'm more than happy, my friend. So what people talk about tomorrow are options, right? And so you can see these contracts right here. And so these are all the contracts right here. And you can see these numbers. So this is 2,000 contracts, 2,346 contracts, right? One contract is 100 shares. Now, with that being said, all of these contracts are set to expire if they expire, or if the day ends and these are in the money, right? Then all of these will have to be action will be taken upon them. So what that means is, you know, if we can add these up, let's say 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, we'll call it 100, right? But I think there's way more than 100. So if you take 100 and then you times it by, oh wait, why did I say 100? It's 100,000. Okay, so if you take 100,000, if you add up all of these, which I'm sure it's more, and then you multiply them by 100, this is how many shares this is, right? 10 million shares. Now that's great. 10 million shares. Now, keep in mind, these people don't have to purchase the shares. They can sell their contracts. They can choose to exercise their contracts and purchase the shares, but they don't have to. Now, let's say these guys decide, okay, we're going to, let's say half of these people decide, okay, well, I'm going to sell my contract, but you know what? With my money, I'll buy half the shares, right? With half the money I made, I'll buy shares, or maybe they'll put all the money back in and buy shares. That is more buying pressure. And so all of this is people who are making money, right? They're making money in the, well, theoretically, they may be making money in, you know, they'll get paid in some way. And so that's why people are so excited. They want as many to expire in the money as possible. So for example, this $28 strike price right here, this is an additional, what is that? 31 times 100, 3 million. Yeah. 3.1 million, you know, 3.18 million, shares that people need to do something with, or potentially 3.18 million shares, you know, depending on if they sell the contract, but either way, that's money that can be, something that can happen, some kind of momentum that could happen, right? And so that's why people are so excited about Fridays, because they get to see what expired in the money, and look how much expired in the money. This is incredible. This is great, and we'll have to see. left the crayons in the car in the Florida heat. Yeah, they became yikes. Whatever your floor is, don't gang up on people in the chat. Thanks. Yes. Please don't gang up on people in the chat. You know, and here's the deal. I know I mess with some people, but I really just want people to be educated, right? Like, people just need to know. And if you're not sure, just ask, you know, and if you're not 100% sure, if you're, you know, don't spit it as facts. Say, I'm not sure about this, but I think this, or I think that, right? Is it possible that this happens? But, you know, whenever you say it as facts, then you have to keep it in mind that, like, just, you know, just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I'm trying to give her a board, spin that idea. Yeah, lurking, that's a good point. I like what lurking says. Lurking says no matter how high it gets, there will always be people saying it won't get past a certain price. There will always be people saying that, right? Always. And they say, oh, there's no way. There's no way. People this whole time, right, have been telling me, oh, there's no way it's going to go back to 20. No way. And now look at me now, mom. My mom was not a shill though. I've just but yeah. Oof. Caleb got Cheetoed. Caleb got Cheetoed. Yeah, guys, positive vibes. Positive vibes. Man, it's a tongue twister or something. Or maybe I can't speak. David says, LOL, people think the squeeze has started. Not even a gamma squeeze yet. Oof. Oh yes, if you guys haven't seen it, part 3, or yeah, there's part 2 and 3 of the House of Cards by Austin A. Tobit, the freaking legend, is out. So if you haven't read it on Reddit yet, be sure to head over there. It's posted on Superstonk. He's a mod on Superstonk, and it's probably the most viewed thing there in the past few days. I think it was released yesterday, so maybe the day before yesterday. I don't know when, but check it out. Holding for sure, holding. Yeah, and a lot of people seem to be a little confused, like a little just not sure what to do. And realistically, here's the deal. I know there's a lot of DD out there. There's a lot of information to absorb. There's a lot of rules and filings and this and that. There's a lot of, I don't want to call it noise, but a lot of things going on. And so realistically, if you don't want to pay attention to that, just pay attention to a few things. Pay attention to, maybe the streamers who are going to give you information. I mean, I don't know. I really don't watch anyone besides Trey and maybe Matt Kors. I watch some Matt Kors. Matt Kors does a fantastic job too. And I like him because he's analytics based. I'm analytics based, right? I see the momentum. But I can take in that factor of sentiment, right? How people feel about it, the momentum, and it's not just analytics, but I feel like the analytics are going to help a little bit in this kind of situation with actually seeing potential exit strategies, in those kind of game theory aspects or elements. I think you were wrong. I appreciate that, Robo. There we go. Yes, and so a lot of people. So this is a good point. So David says it may be, but if AMC can get to this $40 strike, right? If AMC can get to this $40 strike over here by June 18th, this 193 contract. What is that? 19.3 million. 193,000. Sorry. 19.3 million, and this is just starting, right? These are people who are still FOMOing in. There's more people FOMOing in, and I think people are going to continue to FOMO in. And think about it, like, this is just getting started. Like, this is just price action so far, right? And I don't think they've started to cover yet. Obviously, we're waiting for the T+2, the Ortex numbers for today, which will come out on Tuesday. And even then, I probably still won't even believe it if they did start covering a little bit. What we might see happen, which I'll still be very, very bullish on, is if we see the shares on loan. Let's say they're still over, I don't know. Let's say this is 10 million less or something, you know what I mean? Like there's only, like 120, and sure, they covered 10 million shares, but you know what? They're borrowing shares still. This is nothing. Like everything is still unbelievably bullish. Everything is unbelievably bullish, and it's just unreal. It's unreal how picture perfect everything is going, right? Right, Kelso says, I have 24 shares we hold. I like the stock, is what I'll say. Robert, we did talk about OCC003, and looking forward to what may happen with that. Definitely looking forward. Is it going to drop tomorrow? Hard to say, Chad. Hard to say. We do have this level of support here. We'll see if it bounces through the level of support and turns into a level of resistance. If it goes through it, if it holds strong, hopefully it bounces off again, holds strong. I wouldn't be surprised though. Also, if we started testing up here, 28.76, around this 29 bucks. And hopefully we can break through. I think if we break through this again, we may just see another, motion. We may need to get past 30 though. I feel like once we get past 30, I just say 30, but realistically, I'm saying 29.50. I think once we get past 29.50, I think we might go just through 30. It was so funny. I was watching it and we went through, I think it was 23 bucks today, and we just like breezed right through it. It was so funny. It was right here, or whenever I first watched it, right, it just breezed right through, and then it went up, and then it retraced obviously a little bit. But I was like, okay, I guess we're just like doing that now, right? I guess we're just like, we're going through 23, sure, 22, yeah, we'll give it 23, 23.50, and then it starts to retrace, and I'm like, what is happening with this stock? This stock is going nuts. It's going nuts. Oh boy. Is it possible that the dip may happen for GameStop? I want to buy more. Diego, it is possible, right? And we'll wait. Let me see if I see anything in here that I feel, ooh, I do like. Even then, I'm not sure what it would dip to. Let's see if I have anything that I like here. Maybe here, 247, but I don't know if that's going to make or break you. You know what I mean? Obviously, in the scheme of things, maybe you could buy in, I don't know, if it dips far enough, I guess you might be able to buy an extra share or something, depending on how many shares you're trying to buy. But you know what? For me, I'd rather just get in and hold. If here, I'll say this: if $6 a share makes or breaks me on GameStop at 254, if $6 makes or breaks me, then yikes. And I don't think that I personally just don't think that'll be the case, which is why even right now, I'm telling you guys, I'm adding to my position at $26. Like, what? Like, people probably think I'm freaking crazy, but that's how much I believe in this. That's how much I believe in what's going on. David got in at $5.20 and still holding. Don't have cover. Oh, is Beverly here? Did I miss Beverly? Hi, Beverly, if you're here. Oh, she's not here. I should have just read the other half of the sentence, right? Erica says, buying more tomorrow. I'm not selling until it's clearly on the way down, and definitely not under $500. Hey, I love it. Feature says, I just put $800 into AMC through Robinhood. Sale goes through in the morning on market open. All right. I just be a little bit careful with Robinhood. I mean, just personally, I'm personally staying away from Robinhood, staying very far away from Robinhood. I was in Robinhood. I switched just because of what happened, with them. I just get a little bit worried, but hopefully everything's okay this time. But I do get a little worried just because so many reasons. Oh my gosh. I don't really want to get into it right now, but, yeah. Ernie says I'm selling my GME and Tesla tomorrow for more AMC. Jeez. I mean, I like GameStop still. Don't get me wrong, guys. I mean, here's the deal. Do what you want to do, but I like GameStop and I like AMC for sure. Can you buy options in Webull and how? Yes, you can. I think you need to apply for options, but I mean, the options is right here. I don't know how you something I just realized I didn't include in my video is how you apply for options on Webull. There should be a very easy way to apply for options. but I don't know how I did it. It's been a while, but yes, so you can do it on Webull, and you know what? I think I'm gonna give people the Webull link really quick. Or no, I have the Webull link in my description if anyone wants to use it. Dandy, yes, we did see OCC 003 approval. Right now, obviously, after hours is $400 per contract. Yeah, so remember, and you have to keep in mind you can't buy contracts during the after hours, and it depends on where you get the contract, right? If you get a contract, well, I don't really think you meant more, but you know, if you get a June 4th contract, if it loaded, there you go. If you got a June 4th contract, you know, yeah, these are going to be kind of expensive unless you get a, you know, I don't like this $39 one for tomorrow, but you know, maybe I like to personally, I like to buy them super far out, you know, like maybe September, December, January. You know, if you were to go get it in here in September, you can see down here, oh my gosh, these are this expensive right now. Oh my gosh. Oh no, the humanity. What the heck? What? Even these are this expensive? This was like 30 bucks the other day. Wow. Crazy. Guys, I'd be respectful in the chat. My mods are crazy. My mods are loose cannons. They just freaking ban. They don't like your username. They'll just ban you. These guys are. This is like the Wild West out here. they've gone power hungry. No, I'm just kidding. I actually really appreciate my mods. Is it still early enough to switch to Fidelity? Fenderman, in my personal opinion, I think you could make it. Honestly, I truly think you could. And because recently it's been taking 2 days, 48 hours for you to get transferred. And so that's what I'll say. You know, and personally, you know, even I think there's plenty of time, and I think that. I don't want to risk it. I did not want to risk being in Robinhood this time. I didn't want to risk it. So yeah. Yes, but why in demand? Already got a ton of it, but 9K. Keon Lee put 9K at 29.60. Well, congratulations, first of all. You've managed to be one of the very few people who timed the top. So, you know, hats off to you, my friend. Should you be worried? You know what? I'm adding to my position, so I don't know if that helps you at all, but I'll be adding to my position. I will be also... you know, I like it. You know, if you have any additional capital, you may want to consider averaging down, or, well, I guess that's a pretty heavy position to try and average down in. But you know what? I feel like this is just a fine position. Jay Sand got in at 1926 yesterday, and yes, doesn't it make it so easy to hold whenever you're like up like that, right? Whenever you're that high up, I mean, you know, imagine, you know, people got in at 5, you know, whatever bucks, 8 bucks, 10 bucks, even 10 bucks, right? 14 bucks. I bet you're feeling very good right now, just because you got in so early, and you're like, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of anxiety the first few days. Especially whenever there's not much price action, or it dips like it just dipped for this person who bought in at, you know, 29.60. But at the end of it all, you can see, you know, what if you got in at 29.60 and now you know, when GameStop is at 29.60, right? And now how do you think you feel now? You know, I think it's just a matter of getting in early enough or, you know, having a good enough position to feel good about it, right? And, you know, that's going to have to be determined on you. that's going to be your call to make. No one can make it for you. You have to just determine when you want to when and if you want to take a position. Frank, we get it. I'm hyped too. Real says, will AMC break $30 during, I think it's supposed to be pre-market. They said pre-call, but I think that's what they were saying. Hard to say. It's hard to say what's going to happen tomorrow, right? No one really knows. I feel like this is a pretty strong retracement. Oh my gosh, I missed like the final candles. This is your fault. Let's look at the final candles for the 1 day, 1 minute candles, and we can see. All right, so that, I mean, it is what it is. Kind of fell off right there at the end, but we did have something like that, and look, it's still recovered pretty strong. So we'll see what happens in the morning. Remember that a lot of it seemed like bots, like shill bots, were spamming the dang YouTube. They were spamming YouTube channels and saying all this stuff and trying to say Friday, the squeeze is over Friday, yada yada yada, and that's that. So I don't think so. Hold X to doubt. Tom says, at what point do we know when to take profits? Tom, that's going to be totally up to you. But I would say, take a look at the DD. Take a look at what people think it's going to go to. Take a look at what, I have a video on Moaz game theory. There's a lot of different things that you can look at, right? At the end of the day, though, you're going to have to decide when it's your decision. You're gonna have to decide when you want to sell. And my biggest fear is I would sell at a lot of people are saying, oh, I'll just sell when it hits 100, and so that's not how the floor works. A lot of people say you sell on the way down because you don't want to sell at 100, and then you theoretically, right, you wouldn't want to sell at 100, then it runs up to 10,000, and then, well, you sold at 100 instead of, because you don't know how high it's going to go, so you just randomly sold instead of saying, okay, well, it peaked, so now it's coming down, so now it's time to sell, right? And when I say coming down, I don't mean a small retracement like this, right? This is a healthy retracement. Look at this. So some people are going to say, oh, this is it, this is the end. They paper hand and they get out, and then people trigger stop losses or whatever happens, and then now what? It's messed up. So just thinking about your exit strategy and thinking about I'm telling you that Moaz game theory, hopefully I might take a look at it. Just be very cautious. It's a difficult topic to talk about, very difficult subject, because of there's so many different things. There's the sensitivity of being a shill. There's the you don't want to lead someone astray. There's a lot of different things to think about. But I'd rather sell at 90% down from 100,000 than selling my way up at 100. And so maybe that helps a little bit. See, Frank is feeling very confident at 25.90. Yes, Flip 003. Thank you very much. Hamill says we will burn past 30 tomorrow. Or burn 30 tomorrow. All right. And I love this. Rafter says 19 seems like a good price now. Yeah, right? Doesn't it? It's like, man, I bet you these people wish they got in at 19, whoever. And yeah, so, and think about it, if you got in today, were you looking at the stock yesterday? Do you wish you hopped in the stock yesterday? Those are questions a lot of people have. A lot of people are concerned. A lot of people aren't sure what to do here. No worries, real. Dustin says, you know, in your personal opinion, how high do you see AMC really going? Dustin, that's something that no person could tell you. I would have a hard time guessing. You know what I mean? Like, because it could really, really go in any which way. You know, it's going to depend on sentiment, diamond hands. And I know, here's the deal. Diamond hands sounds almost cliche at this point, right? But I got something flying around in here. But it really is going to be dependent on the actual apes. It's going to be dependent on what people think it's going to go to. It's going to be dependent on people holding, you know. And a lot of people want 100 freaking K. What's up, Carl? Carl. I bet you hear that all the time. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So yeah, you know, people think that it's up to you, my friend. So hard to say. I do think, I will say, I do think we're gonna one day skyrocket to 100, and that'll be like the start of a squeeze. You know, and that's my conservative number. My conservative number. But again, it's my like estimate, right? And I do have a video on that. No one can tell you when to take profits. Yep. How can the squeeze like GameStop? It doesn't have the same short interest, right? So here's the deal. It's a little bit different, but I mean, look at us now. Look at us now. David says, should I drop 6K in tomorrow or hold the dry powder? My friend, that's going to be your call to make. But you know what? I'm actually all in on this stock, and I'm going even further. Well, I guess I wasn't all in if I'm going all in now, huh? But I'm like trying to get as deep in as I can, because I'm trying to get in early. I'd rather get in early and ride it up and down, because I think at the end of the day, it's still going to go up. Personal opinion. Ian, what is up? Yes, we did talk about 003. Excellent. Dan says, not budging, but when will we have an idea of when to consider to start selling? Dan, very, very tricky, right? Obviously a very tricky subject. Looking for just watching the numbers, watching the DD, watching just watching everything, you know. Okay, Adol the Red. Sorry, thank you for reposting your question. I appreciate it. I know I try to answer as many as I can, but I don't always get to it. Does anyone know if? And so Adol says, does anyone know if options are transferable to Webull? Yes. So before, and I'm so glad you asked this. So this is extremely, extremely important. Before you transfer your account, you must have options enabled in your new brokerage. You have to have the same level of options of opened and ready and approved in your new brokerage. And I called, because I had called Fidelity and I said, hey, I have options, like, what do I need to do? And they're like, oh, you need to make sure, blah, blah, blah. And so it was approved. I called and I said, hey, I'm about to transfer. Am I good? And she said, yeah, you should be good. And I said, no. I said, okay, so for sure I'm good, because I have like literally life-changing money in these options that I cannot afford to have liquidated, that I need to have moved over. She goes, let me double check for you. And she checked it and she goes, you're good to transfer it, go ahead. And so, but yes, it is extremely crucial that you make sure that you have options enabled before you transfer, before you initiate that transfer. Okay. So great question, but yes, you should be able to transfer your options from a Robinhood to Webull, everything as is, just right on over. So yes, great question, very important question, because I would have hated for you to get messed up. Alan just hopped onto the stream. Welcome, my friend. Thoughts on June 18th call options? Yes, that's the most asked question these days. So yes, we do like the call options. 193,000 contracts right now. People are loving it. I'm loving it. And I really hope this prints. I think once this hits, when and if this hits, it's going to drive some crazy price action just based on, even if they sell the contract, based on what people are going to do and what they're going to, how they're going to, what they're going to do with those, right? What they're going to do. David, 100% right on target. I'm with you, man. Thank you, David. Okay, Stonk, nope. I'm all in two, love it. Isaac says I'm only 84K away from the goal. 84K. I don't know if you're talking about the stock or your personal goal, or you're talking about what you're talking about, but I will say, you know, hopefully that works out well for you. Someone said, oh gosh, no, oh no. Mike says, do the hedgies cover during the market or after market? So this is a little tricky, right? Because we've seen, somebody actually showed me some information or some stocks that moved like this during the actual day. But however, whenever they did, whenever there was some kind of movement in January, let's go back to January really quick. We can see January says, or in January, they moved in the after hours and the pre-market. That's when the most movement was, right? And granted here, don't pay attention to this. This was when Robinhood halted trading. Lame. And because I think it was still going to continue to run. Man, these guys messed it up so bad. Ugh. That's why I left them. Because they're so shady. I'm so upset. That's all right. Woosah. Adol, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Much appreciated. Thanks, man. I transferred my shares over, but now I have way too many option capital invested in Robinhood and was feeling, I think, stock. This helps a lot. Hey, no problem, Adol. I'm always happy to help. It's so important for people to just know these. It's so important to know these things. Yeah. Atriel, no, wait, who said that? Avgas, where do you get viewer counts on your stream? I'm using Streamlabs OBS, and I had someone help me set this up. I found them on like Fiverr, and they set up all this cool stuff with the animations and stuff. But yeah, I'm not too sure how they set it up, but they set it up like that. Heather, what is up? These diamond hands are so strong now. Would have to hit retire. That's what I'm going for, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Personally, I really hope that this goes to retirement money for me, that I can retire. You know, big deal. Why are people saying it's a half day tomorrow? Is tomorrow? So I guess is tomorrow a full trading day? Is it a half trading day? I don't think I understand. I've seen a lot of people with these questions. Is there some kind of information going on the subreddits that I'm missing? I'm a little confused. Robbie says, is tomorrow too late to get in? Robbie, I will be adding to my position tomorrow. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I like the stock. I don't think they've started covering yet. I think that this stock is very attractive at this price point. Aiden, what is up? Aiden says, what do you think what do you think about what might happen tomorrow? What might happen, with the shill comments that we saw on Trace Trades his Twitter? I feel like it's very possible that the hedgies try some kind of weird short attack, try to scare people, scare the new investors, and they may try to start to cover tomorrow. Who knows what's going to happen, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna play it very slowly, and I'm gonna continue to hold regardless, right? This stock could drop to $15 tomorrow. I'm gonna keep on holding. And as a matter of fact, the reason I'm adding in tomorrow is because I am kind of expecting some kind of weird stuff, and that's when I'm gonna be. And if it does dip at all, that's when I'm gonna strike and add to my position. That's how you strike. David says you're not late, it's just warming up. And then you strike. Yeah, and something important, guys, is if you buy in, let's say you buy in at $26 and it dips and if it dips, right? You need to be mentally prepared for that. Keep in mind that you're buying at a volatile time. And it's very possible that while it looks great, you're happy with your entry, you entered, you finally took the leap. I know it's a very difficult leap to make, especially at this price, but what I've seen too many times that just hurts my heart is people, they buy up here, they sell down here, and then they have to buy in back here. You're losing so much more money doing that rather than having either unrealized losses, or averaging down. I mean, it just hurts my heart so much. Thank you, Ant. A lot of people hoping to retire. Raptor, thank you for helping out. Raptor says most people I hear say it takes 2 to 3 days to transfer from Robinhood to Webull. Okay, good. Yeah, full day of trading tomorrow. Yeah, multiple people have come in here and said that it's a half day or something. I'm not sure where that's coming from. So weird. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I was like, is it half day trade? Like, I haven't heard anything. Why have I not heard about this? Market is closed at 2 p.m. Eastern. What? Okay, so it seems there's. I guess we'll see. Oh, closing. No, I googled it. Closing early at 1 p.m. What? Bond markets. Friday, May 28th, early close. Oh, okay. Yeah, Friday before Memorial Day, huh? Oh, look at that, guys. All right, well, look at that. The more you know. Wow, this is a cool little chart that we have here. Early close, Friday, July 2nd. Wait, why are there so many early close? Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. This is November, December. Good to know. This screen is bright. Gosh, I'm gonna go back to Webull. Jeez, hurt my eyes. Jose says, hey, do you know how to transfer to swap from Charles to Webull? Having troubles with it? Not sure how to I mean, usually what you say is and you can probably Google it, right, or YouTube it. Unfortunately, I don't have a familiarity with with transferring that way. But usually you go into Webull and you say, I want to transfer into Webull, and then it asks you for information. So I believe you have to initiate it in Webull, and then they do the rest. My neck. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff. You know, I like this thought process. It doesn't make total sense, but I like the sentiment. Carbine says, buy the dip. Don't worry about the cost to get in now. $30 average rounds. $30 average rounds to zero when a share is 1K. Math. That's how you do math, my friends. I do like that though. I do like that a lot. Joel says, Webull is Webull and Robinhood combined. Webull. I love that. Webull and Robinhood both halted during the GME squeeze. Both use the same clearinghouse. Oh, they both use Apex? I don't know. Are you sure they're Apex? Because how come Apex clearing? So how come Webull was allowed to trade much faster than Robinhood was? What? That's some messed up stuff. That's freaking lame. World database says, I'm buying tomorrow. I bought today. Dang right. Yeah, A dot. So A dot says, this is a fair question. Can you explain the term averaging down? Absolutely, my friend. Averaging down is, let's say you bought the stock at, let me see if I can get a good, easy, round number here. Okay, so let's use this right here. Let's just use this little dip. They're not going to be easy round numbers, but I'm going to make this pretty simple, right? So let's say you have shares at $15, right? And then you bought more shares at, we'll call it $10, right? So you bought shares. So you bought shares at $15, and you're like, oh dang, it dipped. So now what do I do? So what you can do is, if you have more capital, you can buy more shares down here, right? So then what you do is you just take the average of these numbers, and then you can say, okay, so yeah, I bought some at 15, but I also bought some at 10. And if I bought, two at 15, 2 shares at 15 and 2 shares at 10, then you average them down, and then you meet in the middle at 1250, right? And that's what averaging down means. You just buy lower, down here, so that it offsets your total cost to get in the share, or to get in the thing, the stock, the thing. Yeah. I like Webull. Well, it's so unfortunate. Isn't it so lame that like the best trading platforms, seemingly the coolest at least trading platforms, like that's what you get? I would rather pay an initial fee or pay per transaction. I would be happy to pay, $1 per transaction, whatever it would be, so that they're not selling my information and they would not halt trading, right? I'd pay anything. It's worth it. It's worth it, in my opinion. Yeah, I'd rather someone just say, hey, we bought Robinhood. We're not selling the information to Citadel or whatever, but you will have to pay, we'll take a penny off each trade, or, a penny off each share, whatever it's going to be. Like a penny, hopefully a penny doesn't make or break you, but I don't know. I'd pay for it, for the simplicity of a solid platform. I see a lot of people saying short Robinhood IPO. If and when their IPO is announced and we're getting close to it, I'll make a video on this because I just want people to be aware of the potential dangers. Zachary, hey Corey, what a great day. Think how crazy it is, or think about how crazy it is to think only a couple of months ago we were at $10. At a couple of months ago, my friend, we were at $5. We were at $5 freaking dollars right here. $5. So how far we've come. How far we've come. If I can just get this. There we go. Look at this. As you notice, I didn't exclude this part. We're just going to include the parts that look very bullish. Hamo, I did not hear the story. Hamo says, did anyone see the story about grandma? She put 50K in AMC a month ago. Now they told her how much money she got today. She almost had a heart attack. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine? Like, what a good relative to tell you to put the money in. I wonder what she put it in at a month ago. Would have had to be in around here. Hopefully she got, I guess, $10, right? We could say $10. Yeah, can you imagine? You know, if it's $9 or something, like, you know, tripling your money or whatever it would be. Gosh, what a dream. Webull sells order flow. Don't kid yourself. I did mention that, so hopefully that came across. Every time a Webull story, beware. Yeah, and I just want to be clear that, you know, Robinhood and Webull, I almost said Webull Hood again, they both halted trading. Like, I want to be fully transparent about that. Shout out to the mods really quick. Olive says, hey all. I don't know if we're still on. Okay, we're on, but I guess we're wrapping up anyways. So yes, thank you. Shout out to the mods really quick, guys. Like, I really appreciate all my mods. I appreciate you guys a whole lot, like, for real. So but yes, I'm gonna start wrapping it up, guys. I'm gonna try to make a few videos tonight, so be on the lookout. Make sure you're you know, if you want to take a look at them, make sure you subscribe to the bell. This way you can see them. Drop a like on them so people, and the reason I'm just saying is because I want people to be able to I don't want to say I want to get them trending, but I want to get them a little bit of momentum with the YouTube algorithm to show the new apes that are coming on, that, like, what to look out for. I don't want those new apes not having the knowledge, right, to be able to hold through anything, right? And so that's my only plan behind there. But just so you guys know, but that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You guys have a fan-freaking-tastic night. Peace.